Right then, Godfrey Lothian was emphatically returned as president of Table Tennis Jamaica for a fourth successive term, but the election and the annual general meeting was not without incident. Renata Brown reports.
Voting at Saturday's annual general meeting at Table Tennis Jamaica was interrupted after several members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force stormed in and accosted 4 men after it was reported that they got information that there was a threat on Lothian's life. According to unconfirmed reports, the police were given tips about men who were posing as delegates with the intention to cause harm to the president. After several minutes, Mr. Lothian emerged and diffused the situation, with all 4 men eventually released. So with calmness restored, it was back to the business at hand, and minutes after 2, the announcement was made that Lothian had retained the presidency with 81 votes compared to the 4 for challenger Karen Sinclair Lim.
The signal it sends is that table tennis is growing, and this administration, led by me, have the popular support, and Jamaica is really earning for better organization, more transparency, ensure that there is no corruption. That is what this new administration represents.
But Mrs. Sinclair Lim, who along with some of her members abstained from voting, still had concerns.
You can't have an election without a quorum. And since you have 105 clubs, then you should have about 75 or 74 clubs, and that would be 2/3 of the amount. 62 clubs does not make 2/3 of a quorum. But I am wishing him all the best, but he will always know that I will be in the back watching him.
We did have a quorum. We did our due diligence before we started. A check was done, and we had a quorum.
Though humbling victory, Lothian responded to the alleged threats.
I don't know of that. I heard of some things like that, but, you know, whenever time you're involved in public life, you have to prepare yourself to make sacrifices. And one of the sacrifices that I'm prepared to do is to lead Table Tennis Jamaica to ensure that the younger generation can have an organization, can have a sports, which they can live off, which they can enjoy themselves, which is recreational, and we can move forward.
Now, having already served 3 two-year terms, Lothian is set to be in office for another 4 years. Renata Brown for TVJ Sports.